Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be trying out the new Makeup Revolution Teardrop Silicone Sponge. So this is what it looks like here. So yeah, this little floppy see-through thing here is the silicone sponge. So it feels quite nice, it feels quite squishy, and with these you don't wet these, you just use them straight like this. And as it's silicone, it's supposed to not absorb any of like your foundation and the product sort of thing into it, because there's like no holes or anything on it. So what it says on the back of the packaging for it, it says this will give you a flawless airbrush makeup application, and it says you'll get perfect foundation every time, and it's supposed to be better than the original beauty blenders, and it says it's perfect for blending out liquid and cream makeup, and stippling it is a breeze and you only use half the makeup. Okay, so I've watched a few reviews already with different brand silicone sponges, and quite a lot of people have been using too much foundation. So what I'm going to try and do today is use like a smaller amount, like try and use a smaller amount so that it's easier for me to blend out, because when I've been watching other people's, it's been taking them a long while to sort of blend out the foundation because they have like too much on, and some were saying it also looks quite cakey afterwards because there's like too much foundation on their face. So to give this silicone sponge a fair shot, I'm going to be using a foundation that I've been using a lot recently, and it is this one here, which is the Rimmel Match Perfection. So this foundation is really great. It gives me a really flawless finish and it always looks great. So I think that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this foundation because I know the formula of this foundation, I know it's finished and everything like that. So the real test will then just be the actual sponge. I'm also not going to use primer when I'm testing this out. I don't normally use primer that much anyway, but yeah, just to let you know, I'm not going to use any primer for this review. So I'm just putting my cat ears on to keep my hair back. Okay, so first I'm going to put a few pumps of the foundation on, and hopefully I don't put too much on. Okay, so I'm going to just put that much on my cheek area. I'm going to put a little dollop on the chin and then a little bit on the forehead. So I'm just going to do it this side first and see how I go. Okay, so I assume I'm just going to spread it. Feels really smooth to spread actually, spreading quite well. Okay, now that's spreading amazingly. Yeah, that's spreading really well. So this one looks as if it's spreading a lot better than some of the other people's reviews I've seen. Like, you know, they've been using just the Silly, is it called the Silly sponge or something? They've been using that one and they've like not really had the best application with it, but this one seems to be going on really smoothly and actually really quickly. As you can see, it's not really absorbing much of the product. This one's a little bit different shaped from other ones, because as you can see, this one is like a teardrop, whereas some of the other ones are like kind of funny shaped, and it's a little bit thicker looking as well. So yeah, I'm really liking it so far. It is actually applying the product really nicely actually, and it's really quick, and I would actually say it's giving me a flawless finish as well, because I don't see much like patchiness going on. It's covering my redness around about here okay. I mean, it's not covering it completely because it's not like a full coverage foundation, but it's not like dragging the product off my face or dragging it around. It actually is like, you know, blending into the skin, which is actually really nice. So yeah, so far I'm really impressed. So I'm just going to do the forehead now. Okay, now I'm actually really impressed with this because it's gave me a really good application. It looks quite flawless, like not completely flawless, but like it's a really good application. So far I'm really impressed. So this side doesn't have any foundation, this side does, and the application looks great, to be honest. It looks just as good as applying it with a sponge, like your normal kind of sponge like this. It looks really good, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of foundation on this side. Okay guys, that's me applying my foundation to both sides now, and I'm so impressed with this. Like, I did not expect this to work at all, really. I didn't think like this sort of thing was going to blend in, you know, my foundation and make it look really, really nice. And what I'm going to do now is going to apply some concealer, and I'm going to use this to blend it in, because as you can see, this one is sort of shaped as a teardrop, because that's what it's called. So this side I think might be really good for blending in, you know, concealer like right in the kind of inner corner there. The concealer I'm going to use is the L'Oreal True Match, and I think I'm almost out of this. So I'm just going to like I don't know whether to pat this or sort of swipe it, I'm not too sure. Okay, so I think I put a bit too much concealer on, to be honest, but it's still blending out really nicely. So I'm just going to take it up into my eye area. Okay guys, so I've applied my concealer now, and what I'm going to do now is just quickly apply the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back and tell you my final thoughts on it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do just now. Okay guys, so I'm back and I've applied all the rest of my makeup, and I'm just going to give you my final thoughts on the silicone sponge. So again, this is what it looks like here, and it's in a teardrop shape, which is a little bit different from other ones that I've seen recently from other brands. Now it applies the foundation really, really nicely. Like, I was really surprised at how well this actually applied the foundation, because when I watched a lot of other people's first impressions, they didn't really have like a good experience with it. Like, it either made their foundation look quite cakey, or it didn't really blend in as well. But for me, with this one here from Makeup Revolution, I think it's really amazing. It's a little bit thicker looking than other ones. I'm not too sure if it is, but going by like other people's reviews, it does look a little bit thicker. It feels so soft, sort of thing, so squishy. And then on this bigger, flatter side, it's really easy to sort of like smooth the product around. Like, it doesn't actually feel like you're like dragging the product or anything like that. It just feels really smooth. The foundation blends in really, really nicely into the skin. I don't see any patches going on or anything like that. I think it just really does make your foundation look really flawless. I wouldn't say there's much difference between using the silicone sponge and using a ordinary kind of sponge like this sort of thing. I do feel that you do get the same sort of finish with them. So yeah, I would definitely say to give it a go, because if you want to sort of like reduce the amount of makeup, if you're on a budget as well, like the amount of makeup that you're going through sort of thing, this sponge is great because the product doesn't actually absorb into the sponge. So what you're putting on your face, you're really getting on your face basically, rather than putting so much on your face and then the sponge just like absorbs it all, if you know what I mean. That doesn't make sense. You're going to be cutting down quite a bit on the amount of product you do use. So as I said, it blended in my foundation really nice, it blended in my concealer really nice, and yeah, overall I was really impressed with it. It gave me a really nice finish. Overall, really impressed with it, and it's only £4.99, so it's really, really cheap. It's probably cheaper than a lot of beauty blenders nowadays, a lot of beauty sponges. So yeah, I would definitely say to give it a go, and I'm really happy that I got on well with this, because there's nothing worse than getting a product, spending money on something and it doesn't work. It's so annoying. But this actually worked, which I'm so happy for, because I wasn't looking forward to this, because just before I did this video, I watched a few other people's reviews on silicone sponges, and they were saying they weren't that good sort of thing. So I was like, oh no, this is not going to go well. But it did go well, and I'm super, super, super happy about that. So yeah. Okay guys, that's it for my review of the new Makeup Revolution Teardrop Silicone Sponge. I really hope you liked this video and enjoyed it. Give it a massive thumbs up if you did like and enjoy it. I will list the sponge down below in the description box if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are brand new to my channel, then don't forget to hit that little subscribe button, and I guess I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye! Mwah.